Morning, everybody. Jason, Hollis Farms. We had a rain shower come through about daylight. I've just been piddling around the barn, got PJ up eating, and I got to run to town and take care of a couple of things real quick, and then we're gonna go to Mississippi. Got some, had some wild hog action last night. I thought I was gonna catch. I got some video. It's at the panel trap where that camera's not the best, but you can see gets about almost half. It's a single hog, I think it's a boar hog, gets about halfway in the gate, just ends up leaving. Not just real spooky, but just still working on that trail of corn on the way to the trap. Maybe in a couple of days he'll go in there, I don't know. And then Brian and Neil's been getting some pictures of some sows and little ones, and I'm gonna go move a couple of cameras probably here in a little while and try to zero in on them and see if we can find somewhere they're being consistent. The hogs are just, none of them just being really consistent right now. So I may move a trap back over there where Brian's got the pictures at. It's pretty close where we've caught so many. So I may end up with a trap back over there, one of the drop traps. I'm gonna leave the panel trap where it is now. They're just too close to going in, but it's not, like I said, it's not a ton of them, but these that's got all these little ones is the ones I really want to get. So that'll knock them out. These that's got 8, 9, 10 little ones, boy, like I said, in 6 months they'll be getting ready to breed. So I'll do my best to try to get them, but boy, it makes it tough when they're not being consistent. And I'm sure most all of them have seen this trap before and seen it drop. So, well, I'd like to at least get over and catch all them little ones got pictures of, and hopefully a sow or two go in with them. Got to make a run to town, take care of a couple of things, then I'm gonna come back to the house and get PJ. Boy, I love riding in this FJ. I'm gonna tell you, I'm doing my best not to carry it down to Mississippi yet because it'll get nasty, but I'm sure it's coming because I really like riding in this thing. This is just a cool little ride. I don't know if I'll do without something like this again. I wish they still made this thing, but anyway, make me a round or two in town, and then we will go back, pick little Miss PJ up, and we'll head down and see if we can get something done. It's still too wet to about do anything, so at least we can kind of do some hog scouting and then try to figure out what's going on and get some more of them caught. Alright, got my rat killing done in town, come back house and got the Titan and PJ, and we are going down. I'm gonna grab the Ranger, grab probably my chainsaw, my Milwaukee chainsaw. I know of one tree possibly I'm gonna have to cut, then I'm going in to grab a camera. I'm gonna move at least one camera. Brian's still got a camera up on them hogs, and I'm gonna put one at another feeder and see if we can zero in on these things and get a little consistency before I move the trap. So that's kind of the plan. It's kind of too wet just about to do much of anything else. So we're gonna run down here and at least get a camera out and let it do some. The beauty of these cell cameras, or any camera, but especially the cell camera, is kind of taking inventory before we move the trap. Where my drop trap is now, not getting any hog action. And then where the panel trap is, I'm not going to move it. I got to show y'all that footage. Did get the big hog, pretty big hog coming through there that almost went in last night. And then, I don't know if I mentioned it, but about, I don't know, it was 4 daylight, somewhere 3 or 4 o'clock this morning. Them 3 came back through. They're pretty tricky, these 3. It's like when I go in there to freshen everything up, it takes them, they must be bedding right there real close because it's taking them 2 or 3 days to get back in the groove. So I kind of wanted to go turn the dogs loose, but where they're at, I just don't have enough room to really run them before they get on somebody else's property, and I just don't want to get into that mess. But that yawn come from, PJ. But anyway, that's my plan. I'm gonna leave the panel trap where it's at for now and may move the drop trap. We're not been getting any action over at Mitt's place, so we may end up going and moving that trap also. I think we caught 9 over there. I know there's more hogs that just hadn't been coming through, so gonna seem like we kind of knew we was gonna get into this when we caught so many. We're just gonna have to keep moving around and trying to catch them. That's all I know to do. All right, y'all, so it's just about lunchtime, and PJ talked about it a little bit. We decided to do us a sausage cheese ball for lunch. One of my favorite things about the Milwaukee limb saw is it comes apart so easy. Makes it so easy to haul in the Ranger. All right, so we got a few right here that's been over bad. The other day when the ice and all was on them, they was way down low, but ended up this one's broke. That one's broke. I'm just gonna trim them back out of the way and we'll see what these do here. Could have been a lot worse. Alright, here's where we had the panel trap. Let's see. Coon tracks. That rooting right there has been done since we moved the trap. Not very old neither. Don't see any fresh tracks though. Let's get over here by the feeder and see what's going on. Still got corn in it. These hogs is so funny. Brian's camera is about probably 400 or 500 yards maybe from here. They're just not being consistent. I don't see a hog track one. I'm still gonna, I've had some rain though. I'm gonna still put a camera on that pole and make sure before we put the trap up. I want to put it where they're coming to for sure. What you got? What you chewing on? A pine limb? Huh? You're on a pine limb. The gloves taste better. Huh. Alright, so me and PJ made it back to the house, farm here in Alabama. Got her put up for just a little while. I got 3 shotguns out. I'm fixing to do a little shotgun tuning. Get ready for turkey season. I didn't give the new TriStar a good fair shake the other day. It was cold and windy, so we're finna get in here and try to tune on this thing and make sure our little red dots on. Alright y'all, here we go. Here we are at the panel trap. A big single hog over at that gate on the right. This camera, like I said before, it's not the best. But once they get inside there, you can see fine. This hog there just eases up there and just don't quite want to come in. Notification there. Old coon come in there with him, or coons come in there first and eat, and I thought that was gonna make him a little more comfortable. He tries to leave right there. It's hard for me to see this thing the way this voiceover works with this camera, but I'm doing my best. Something kind of spooks him. I think that coon came out of the tree or whatever it was, but anyway, he tries to get in there, and I watch him. This goes on. I'm gonna say he ate right there, right around that gate for over an hour, and just never would commit. But I'm hoping the next night he'll go in, because that trail of corn is just about gone. Gotta be about gone. I'm trying not to go in there because I don't want to disturb them. Seems like every time I go in there, it takes them a few days to get back in their rhythm. I wish they'd hurry up and go in there. Don't know what's done happened to these 3. I did get a picture of them last night, late or early this morning at 3 or 4 though. So I wish something hurry up and go in there. I am tired. Look at that spider going across there. I am tired of moving these traps and not catching nothing. But we just gonna have to stay after them. Something will mess up before it's over with. I ain't quite ready to put this trap around this feeder yet, but I ain't above it yet. We're just gonna keep watching him. I mean, I thought he was gonna go in there for a little while. I think he had about his shoulder in there. All right, so we're gonna kind of redneck this thing today like we usually do. I wanted me some paper, some big paper, and so I started tearing this feed sack apart, and that liner is about 2 or 3 layers. So we got about 3 or 4 targets per sack. Tore it apart, put it on this old drum, put me a black dot there. I'm gonna get it 10 yards with some, I found some light load 410s. I didn't think I had none. Got some light loads there and some that my buddies made me that are bad to the bone, I'm telling you. And then I got some Apex, which I may use some of them, I don't know, but
These right here are bad to the bone that I've gotten made. So I'm gonna get it 10 yards and we're gonna try to set this red dot on this little TriStar 410. All right, so here's what we're gonna be fooling with today. Little Frenchie 20. This one's got I believe that's a True Glow or some kind of UTC, whatever kind of sight that is. Little red dot on it. This is my go-to for me. My little the little Frenchie I kind of got for Cody. It's just got the factory full choke in it. Let it spread out a little bit. This is my go-to gun nowadays. Last few years. True Glow, little red dot deal. Remington 870 youth model. Put the little saddle on it. I need to get this thing drilled and tapped. I would rather have it drilled and tapped than run this saddle, but does great. Got a Primos jelly head choke in it. This is a bad little dude. Bad little dude. This, like I said, this is my go-to. This is the new little TriStar with a little red dot on it, and it's got the factory TriStar turkey choke in it. Got some light loads for the 410. Got some light loads for the 20. I'll probably go ahead and shoot mine and check the dot, and I know I about won't move it because I'm happy with it. That thing will smoke a turkey. Hadn't shot the Frenchie too much, but we are fixing to see if it's sighted in too. So, but I'm gonna start with the little TriStar. I want to get it tuned in first. All right, so I got some. I think they number 7, 6.5, whatever they are for this little TriStar. I'm at 10 yards. Let me get my light on. I got to get used to this little sight too. I mean, got to get used to it because there it is. All right. All right, we're at 10 yards. Really don't want to blow my ears up today. Had to be like a slug that close. Let's go see what she did. I'm gonna have to say she is just look at that pattern though at 10 yards. You'd miss a turkey if you wasn't paying attention. She's pretty low though. I might have to raise her up about, I'm gonna say probably 4 inches. All right, we're getting closer. I went, I just turned it around, it's so tight. I went 10 clicks up. I'm gonna go about 5 more clicks up and probably about 10 clicks to move it to the right. And I believe we'll be close there. All right, y'all, I am very happy with that right there. I mean, that is pretty doggone good. Now what I'm gonna do is get me a turkey load and put a turkey target on here, and I'm gonna probably try 40. I feel real good about it at 30. We may shoot at both spots, but let's get a turkey head on here where we know. Oh, know what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna put my dot right here, and hope this wind will lay down a little bit. That way we kind of know what the pattern's gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and go to 40. I don't want to shoot it just too awful much. We're gonna do these other 2 guns too. I tell you what, that 410 don't kick like them 20s. I know. I don't even want to fool with the 12 no more with this TSS. All right, we're gonna put it right there. 40 yards is from the Ranger down here. 40 yards a long way. I'm gonna tell y'all what. Trying to carry everything. I left my trigger stick and the gun and my chair down here. Tell y'all, I do feel a lot better though than when me and Cody hurried up and shot the other day. As low as that thing was shooting, that's why we couldn't hardly see it on that turkey head. But we're fixing to see now what it'll do for it. If this thing will get, I don't know, it don't take but a couple of these, this TSS to kill one. But I don't know what it's gonna do. We'll just have to see. And then we'll know what we can do. All right, let me load one up. All right, so these are gonna be my shells that I got loaded, not the Apex, my buddy load shells. With the 14. Whew, long way. I may have pulled a little bit. I don't like target shooting. I don't mind that 410 though. You get into them 20 gauges though, and they get to kicking back on you a little bit. Let's go see what it did. Ooh, I'm 20 yards away, and I'm telling you, I can tell we have done fixed this gun. Golly. Yes, sir. Easy 40 yards. Easy. Much, much better. Golly, that pattern's right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 pellets at 40 yards out of a 410. Shoot. I am happy, happy, happy right now with that. That is smoking right there. All right, so I just shot the Frenchie at 10 yards. She's shooting a little bit to the right. I'm gonna move her over. I'll go ahead and shoot one more at 10 yards to make sure. I'm gonna move her over about 10 clicks. Pretty much dead on right there. May go up a couple of clicks and left. So I moved left about 6 clicks. I'm pretty good there, but I'm gonna have to go up. I'm gonna go up about 4 clicks and shoot one more time, then we're gonna back up to 40. All right, we're back at 40 now with the Frenchie with the hand load TSS. I think we got her close now. Thing sure kicks more than that 410. Whew. Man, that thing will kick you right there now. Hey, thumb got my lip. That's why I want that 410 for Cody. I'm telling you, that's a bad dude right there. A bad dude. I remember how to cut my sight off. That might leave a mark right there. Let's go see what it marked on this turkey target. I'm just a little bit left, but golly, that is murder right there. Little bit left. I need to move her. I'll move her 4 or 5 clicks to the right and she'll be money. That's with just a factory full choke. Alright, so I got my little go-to 870 out and gonna make sure. Whoo, that's at 10 yards. on the dot. I believe she's on. I believe she's on. Ain't no need in shooting it at 40. I believe that thing ripped a hole in there. That's with the jelly head, some old low brass 7.5. She'll be on when we get ready to go. Well, now we know whose fault it is if we miss.